Members, greeting to you all.
Good evening, our Continental Director, Reverend Begre. Good evening, all the Blessed Central family. Welcome to our meeting today. Now we are going to present our program.
Donc, on débutera avec la révérence aux parents célestes.
We are going to start by greeting to Heavenly Parents and two parents all together.
After
Then we have the family pledge number 5. After the reading of family pledge number 5, we will have the opening prayer.
we'll have an opening prayer.
Just after the opening prayer, we shall have the Undo case reading.
Ondokwe reading.
Notre directeur continental, le révérend Kadima, est dans la salle, il donnera.
If our director
Kadima
is there,
in the
he's
hall,
going to
give
give
us
us
opening
the
remark.
opening remark.
Immediately after the opening remark, we will invite Reverend Stu,
Just
our
after,
Vice Continental
we shall
Director,
have our
Le vice-directeur.
for the message. After we have a question and answer.
On aura la séance des questions et réponses. Après la séance, notre révérend Kadima, s'il est dans la salle, fera le mot de fin. Notre directeur prière de clôture. Après la prière de clôture, bon, et la parents, et après, je ne sais pas si les interprètes débuter avec la révérence aux parents célestes et aux vrais parents. Ok, merci. Tombé. Numéro 5. Promesse des familles numéro 5. Notre famille, souveraine de Tchonilgou, promet, en se centrant sur l'amour vrai, de contribuer chaque jour par ses efforts à unifier rapidement le monde spirituel et le monde physique en tant que partenaire, sujet et objet. Merci. À présent, nous passons à la prière d'ouverture. Je ne vois pas quelqu'un connecté. Toutes les caméras sont fermées à mon niveau et je ne vois pas. Ok, je pense que... Voilà, Papa Libo, famille Libo du Burkina. Voilà, Papa, si vous pouvez offrir la prière d'ouverture. Merci.
Ok, merci beaucoup. Venez-vous à moi pour la prière. Éternel parent céleste bien-aimé, nos vrais parents bien-aimés victorieux du ciel de la terre de l'humanité, nous sommes très reconnaissants, parents célestes, de nous avoir accordé cette occasion de nous retrouver ici en tant qu'une seule famille centrée sur Dieu. Où nous venons, parents célestes bien-aimés, à travers cette rencontre, recevoir de toi les éléments dont tu as préparé pour nous.
Heavenly Parent, two parents from heaven, earth, and humankind, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity here to be gathered for this place to talk about something important. We want to be ready to be united with hearts. We need to be focused and understand deeply what we are going to receive today so that every single of us are going to take a new departure and have something new to give a good part, a good hand for your providence. We are praying for all your brothers and sisters who are not connected yet. Please, may your love will accompany them so that they will receive what we are supposed to receive through your Son. Please, we are all gathered here inside your hands. Please be with us from the beginning of the end of this session. I'll give out this report in my name, Joseph, who attend the Holy Mother and Arju.
Merci beaucoup, Papa, pour
Thank you so much, Father, for your humble prayer. Thank you so much.
Merci. À présent, nous allons
So
passer
thank
au
you.
Undoké.
Now we are going to the Undoke's
Le
reading.
Undoké du jour est extrait du
So the
discours
Undoke is
Les vraies valeurs familiales,
from
page 17.
the True Families Values, page 17.
Un aspect essentiel de la
An
décision
essential
de notre
aspect
famille
of our family
de servir
decision
Dieu
to
et
serve God and His will to
consiste
offer
à
the fruits
offrir
of
le
our
fruit de
labor
notre labeur
through
à
tithing.
travers la dîme. La foi d'une
A
famille se
family's
manifeste à
faith is
travers la
manifested
manière
in the
dont
way
elle dépense
it
ses
spends
trésors.
its
Le
treasures.
principe sur lequel
The
elle
principle
s'appuie
behind
est que
tithing
Dieu
is that
est créateur
God is
et le
the
propriétaire de toutes
creator and
choses.
owner of all
Notre richesse
things.
lui appartient.
Our wealth belongs to
Quand nous
Him.
lui consacrons
When
les
we
10 premiers
dedicate the first
points de notre
10% of
revenu,
our
Dieu
income
les
to Him,
accepte. Comme
God
si
accepts
nous lui avions
it as
tout
if we
donné.
had dedicated
Nous sommes
everything
libres
to Him.
alors de
We
dépenser
are
les
then free
90%
to spend the
restants
remaining
pour nos biens individuels.
90% for our
La tradition de
individual
la dîme est
purposes.
bien attestée dans la
The
Bible.
tradition of tithing is
Elle a
well
commencé avec
attested in the
Abraham.
Bible. It
Dieu
began with
offert
Abraham,
au Dieu
who
très haut
offered to the
à
Most
travers
High
le prêtre
God through the priest
Melchisédek
Melchizedek
une dîme
a
de
tithe of the
qu'il avait
spoils he had
acquis en
acquired in
battant
fighting
Kedorlaomer,
Kedorlaomer and
pardon, et les autres
the
rois
other
envahisseurs. Genèse
invading
14,
kings.
18 à 20.
Genesis
Quant à
14
Jacob,
from verse 18 to
il promit
20.
d'offrir à Dieu
As for
la dîme
Jacob,
de
he
toutes ses
promised to offer
possessions.
God a tithe
Après s'être
of all his
revenu
possessions
5
after
ans
returning
de
safely
Haran.
from Aran.
Genèse 28, 10
Genesis
à 22.
28
Sa
from 10
promesse d'offrir
to
la dîme
22.
ouvrit
His
la voie
promise to
à son
offer a
succès.
tithe paved the
Et
way
lors de son
for his
retour,
success,
il
and
accomplit
upon
ses
his return, he
promesses.
duly
Genèse
fulfilled his
35,
promise.
1
Genesis
verset 7.
35 from verse 7.
Paul a décrit le
Paul
pouvoir du
described
don
the power
pour
of giving
attirer la
to
prospérité
attract
matérielle.
material prosperity. Wherever sows spiritually will also reap springly, and wherever sows generously will also reap generously. 2 Corinthians 2 from verse 6. This applies especially to those who faithfully pay their tithes. The law of Moses specified that every person, rich or poor, was required to bring a tithe of their produce to the temple and offer it to the priest. This tithe was made from the very first fruit of the heart. Deuteronomy 26. The Gospels report that Jesus praised the poor widow who, despite her poverty, offered more than she could afford with pious devotion. Luke 21 from verse 1 to 4. Today, we serve something greater than the temple. Should we not then offer our tithes and required offerings with joy and a willing heart? Ajo. So let us receive two parents' words with a big round of applause, please. Thank you so much. So now we are going to welcome Reverend Begwe Aririsha, who is our Continental BFG Director in Africa for his opening remark. So if he's wrong, I want you to receive him with a big round of applause, please. Welcome him, please. So, good evening, dear leaders, our elders, brothers, Laurent Lados, and all Blessed Central family. I greet you things from Ouagadougou, the capital city of Burkina Faso. Am I audible?
Ok. Donc, en tout cas, tout va bien
So,
ici.
Anyway, everything is good there. Everything is going well. I'm well treated. I don't know if I go there and I will return in Côte d'Ivoire because Côte d'Ivoire is mistreating me. So I'm going to stay there for sure. So this is a pleasure for me to see you. I'm here with Mrs. Akashi from Ouagadougou with BFD Northern Region Director. We are well. Everyone is doing well. We are doing activity with Burkina Faso. Yesterday we had a Blessed Central Family workshop with at least 71 people. It was so good time. So today we are gathered here with our Vice President that we are going to thank him who accepted to give this message about the tithe. So as I used to say, the tithe is an element. I don't know. I want to say this is a secret of wealth. That's why Blessed Central Family, we need to be focused to follow this lecture and mostly to practice, because the faith without act is dead, according to Paul. So for those who practice already, it's good for you, but those who don't practice, I think this is a time to take a new departure, and this is the beginning of our wealth, so that we shall use it to make it and make the providence of true parents and heavenly parents. Thank you so much to everyone. May heavenly parents bless us. May we get something from this conference, and we will strengthen our faith. What our two fathers said: give, and give. Forget, we gave, and we need to give always. Thank you so much to the MC, our General Secretary. I give you back the floor. Thank you. Thank you so much, Reverend. I want you to welcome him with a big round of applause.
Merci beaucoup à notre directeur.
Thank you so much to our Continental BFD Director for his opening remark. So, without losing time, we are going to our workshop by inviting our Vice Continental Director, Reverend Danweresu, for the workshop, the lecture about the tithe. I want you to welcome him with a big round of applause.
Merci. J'espère que
Thank
je
you.
suis audible.
I hope I am audible.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Alors, je vois que le
So,
BFD Continental veut rester
I
au
can
Burkina
see
Faso.
that the Continental
Je vais
BFD
envoyer
wants
un
to
message
stay
spécial pour que
in Burkina Faso. So I'm going to
il
send a
commence par
special
donner la
message
dîme là-bas.
for him to give the tithe.
Okay, merci.
There.
Merci.
So thank you. So okay, all right. I'm going to pay the gym here, the
Okay,
tithe. So
merci
the tithe
beaucoup.
here.
Merci,
So thank you
je
so
pense que
much.
nous allons d'abord
I
manifester
think
notre profonde
we
gratitude
are
et
going to
reconnaissance
give
aux
our
parents célestes et aux vrais parents
gratitude to
pour
heavenly parents and
cette
true parents
plateforme
for
qu'elle
this
nous offre.
platform is giving to
Remercier et
us.
saluer tous
Thank
les
and
seniors qui sont
greet
ici
all
avec
our
nous ce
seniors
soir.
here this
Dire
evening.
également
They are
bonsoir à
gathered with
tous les
us.
leaders qui
Greet
sont
all
présents
the
ici, toute la
leaders
famille bénie,
present
toute
here,
la
all the
jeunesse
Blessed
qui est
Central
présente.
family, the young
Alors,
people
il nous a
represented
demandé
here. So they
d'échanger
told
avec
us
vous, de
to
partager avec
change,
vous sur un thème,
to talk about
la
something
tradition de la dîme.
important, the tradition of tithe.
Alors,
The
la dîme,
tradition
comme
of
vous le
tithe.
savez,
So
c'est un
the
thème
tithe, as you know, is
assez fort
a
parce que
strong topic,
beaucoup n'aiment pas parler de
because
cela.
many
S'il y en a
people
ici
don't want
qui
us
aiment
to
qu'on
talk
parle
about
de
this
cela,
matter.
mais il y en a qui
Others
n'aiment
want
ne
also,
veulent pas qu'on
but
parle de la
most
dîme.
of we people
Alors,
don't
ça
want
fait
us to talk about the
quand
tithe.
je vous mets devant
So
pour
that's
parler de
why
ça, vous allez
when
me
we
poser
are
toutes les questions
talking about
possibles.
this
D'abord,
matter, you
dites
need to
vous-même, est-ce que
ask
vous
questions.
respectez
Firstly,
cette
you need
tradition de
to
la
ask
dîme et à
yourself,
quel niveau?
are you
Oui,
respecting
donc,
the
mais
tradition
qu'à
of
cela ne
tithe?
tienne,
Anyway,
je vais essayer de partager
I will
avec
try
vous
to
sur
share
ce thème
with you
centré sur les paroles des vrais
this
parents
topic,
essentiellement. Et bien sûr,
focus
il y
on
aura
true
des petits
parents'
commentaires
words, and
qui,
also
j'espère
I will
bien,
give
vont
some
nous permettre
comments
de mieux comprendre
that I hope that
la
will
valeur
help
de
us
cette
to understand
tradition.
better
Alors,
the
quand nous
value of this
lisons un peu
tradition. So
les Écritures, on nous dit
when
que
we are
la
reading the
tradition,
scripture, it
c'est
says
un
that
ensemble de connaissances
the tradition
qui
is
sont,
the
n'est-ce
the
pas,
whole understanding, knowledge, and practice share generation to generation about the tithe. What is the meaning of that? So the tithe is, as definition, I think, for the beginning, it was like a something that churches in church, many person, any people were supposed to pay. It's like tax that we were supposed to pay. So I think with the evolution of church in 1988 and 1989, the tithe has been developed more according to its definition. So we are now in 2025. We are still talking about the tithe. What shall we talk about for this matter? So if the technical team can allow me to share my screen. So I hope it's the same file.
Okay. Alors, donc, la tradition de la dîme.
The tradition of tithe.
Alors, de quoi est-ce qu'il s'agit?
So what is the meaning of this word exactly, this sentence? So before giving more details, that means before talking about the tithe, please allow me to give a small introduction as Blessed Central Family. So which kind of tradition we have? Some of practice about the tradition. So this is, for instance, a photo is telling us too many things. For those who have a church background, they can imagine already. So true parents are telling something. Members live their lives in service to God, true parents and central figures. So this sentence is telling us many things. Members live their lives in service to God, true parents and central figures. So it's telling us that our daily life is following certain ways, is to attend God, to attend to parents, and to attend the central figures. And why are we supposed to make it? So, dear brother and sister, I'm going to ask you to think about these words and understand a little bit then why this tradition of tithe came inside our church. So I continue. By serving God and true parents, our attitude must be to comfort God's heart. Comfort God's heart. So by saying that we must not regard tradition as obligatory because of our duty to church law, but see everything as a means for us to comfort God's heart, and also comfort true parents' hearts. So therefore, we can understand why is it necessary for us to comfort God's heart, and that's why we go to the divine principle we learned this long time, with telling us why we have the providence of restoration. So because the first ancestors changed the way, they went for the wrong way. So naturally, by going for the wrong way, they put God in the sorrowfulness. So God's heart was broken. So we need to comfort God's heart by attending Him. So therefore, each of us, I go ahead. Therefore, each of us must remember that the important aspect of maintaining of a tradition lies in our attitude. So if we want to share to the future generation comfort God's heart, that means our attitude shall be following this step. Traditions in reality are there to arrange the situation between heavenly parents and us. If we can understand like that, that shall be easier for us to live and make our tradition. So this is a means. This is a means to be close, to be close to the ideal, to be close to this ideal, and to remove this wall. We need to attain God and true parents as the. We need to attend God with a heart of loyalty and filial piety. So whenever we serve our central figures, we are symbolically serving God and true parents. You see, so we cannot serve, attend someone based solely on an intellectual understanding of the audience, but we must first cultivate a sincere love for God. We need to develop, we need to know why I'm doing this or that, and develop a heart of love. But if we are putting the intellectual side, we are going to miss the goal, the purpose. So that's why, if we are taking this example, as you know all, which is what we call the bows, isn't it? The tradition of bows. So in Eastern countries, this is a respectful attitude to show something good to our seniors. So that can be a full bow or a half bow, or maybe a bow at the level of our ankle. So this is a respectful attitude in East countries. So the attitude with which the Western people are going to receive you express the respect, express respect without giving you a bow. You see, so according to every single culture, they have their own tradition. We have also, for instance, the other example, how to receive something, a gift, money, offering from a elder, a senior, for instance. So we are hearing some parents telling to their children, isn't it the child has just received something from the seniors, and the father is going to say what we say, and the child is telling, thank you auntie, thank you uncle, thank you father, thank you mother. So that means we are going to show and teach this tradition. So we are going to show the good behavior, the good attitude to have. So here we are teaching always we need to receive or accepting gift and money by receiving with the two hands. So this is a respectful thing. So receiving something with one hand, this is unrespectful. So for instance, on this image,
en Orient, bon, ce serait donc la petite inclinaison. Mais en Afrique, par exemple,
so in Africa, for instance, we put the two hands to receive something. I take example of Africa. This is a sign of respect. So this is including in our tradition, is including in our tradition. So to give us the meaning of traditions. So from this small bracket. So let us try to understand the meaning of offering when we are giving offering. For instance, what is an offering exactly? So we can understand that the offering is a small condition to restore everything. So the offering is a small condition to restore everything. So for the offering to be accepted by God, man must put all his love and heart into it. So man must put all his love and heart into it so that God will accept. More love and loyalty than Satan's degree of attachment to it. So that Satan cannot claim the offering. That means if you put all your heart, all your love inside it, that means this thing is going to be to God. So if you are selfish, if you are giving something with selfish heart, that means this thing is the ownership of Satan. So this offering God cannot accept. So which kind of heart we are giving this offering? So this matters more than the offering itself. So that's why a person who is in a position of true offering must be fully accepted by God. So what is the meaning of that? That means I need to be one with my offering. I need to be one with my offering. So if I am one with my offering, that means my offering shall be in the same quality as me. So am I in the good way, in the good heart position for the time when I'm giving this offering? Otherwise, God will not accept, won't accept myself, even myself. That means if we are considering the scripture, the Bible, we have the example of Isaac. We have just read for the Undoke. The offering obey completely to his master. If Isaac will not have been a true offering, if Isaac had resisted the will of his father Abraham, he will not have been a true offering to God. So this is so important. Is the offering and the sacrifice in the same time? You see? So the key principle of the offering is this: the person and the sacrifice must be one. Must be one. So I need to be one with the offering that I'm making. So the quality of the offering and my quality. If you want, if my quality is a superior quality, that means the offering shall be a offering superior quality. So I'm going to open a small bracket to remind us a small history just after the falling of Adam and Eve, and they made their family and had their children. What happened? The first child and the second child went in the conflict relationship. So what is the meaning of that? We need to understand that this has been made because the offering that Cain gave on God's altar have not been accepted. Instead of Abel offering, what was the difference between the two offerings? When you are reading from Genesis, from chapter verse 4, verse 1 to 4, you are going to understand something. So that means Cain had offering from farm. So So Abel made his offering from his cattle. So Abel gave what is gave is offering the firstborn of his cattle. So that means the first cattle and the best parts, the firstborn and the best parts. I want you to take note for this expression, firstborn and best parts. Otherwise, about Cain, Cain gave only his offering some earth products. So which type of offering was that? So we can understand that if God didn't accept because we didn't have a perfect unity. Secondly, because obviously after the crime, Cain made his offering. So let us be careful for what we are offering. We need to offering only the best. If we have a good heart, if we are a quality human being, we need to offer something good. So when it's come to the material goods, I close my bracket. Whether the food, clothing, shelter, or any other materials possession, you must be serious enough to affirm that it belongs to God, just as it is a sacrifice, as the Levites did during the Exodus. The Levites were chosen as priests. They took care of everything that could be used on the altar of God's temple. So you must feel the same way about your food, shelter, and clothing. So everything we have shall go to God. Let us take example of Jacob. We already said in the Undoke. Let us look at Jacob. After he had fulfilled his duty in Haran, he returned to Canaan. You know, the formation of his caravan. So what Jacob made, he placed all his possessions first. Then his children next. He placed himself at the rear, pushing it all toward his goals. So, two parents said, before God claims his possessions, how can anyone claim ownership or right to his possessions? So everything you own, you own. So God is waiting for his children to say. So nobody else cannot do it without before God make it. Everything you have is for you, but God is waiting for his children to say, these are not for me, but for you. This is for you. You are the owner of all these things. So it's the same for your clothes, everything you possess. So before thinking this thing is for me, you need to say this is for God. So this is the spirit. You must say this is God's. So if we have this attitude, so we shall be in the position to offer without complaining. So we are going to offer and God will accept it freely. Furthermore, you must present yourself to God so that he can recognize you as his son. Do you know what God will do when you return everything to him, including your own life? So these are two parents' words. God will return everything to you. I will return sovereignty to you so that you will just become the true Lord. It is not satisfactory to give only part of your possessions and yourself to God. No. You give everything, including your own body, to God. Then God will return it to you and give you even greater sovereignty over the thing of creation. This is the heavenly life.
apprendre à devenir un avec un,
So let us learn to be one with the offering and offer everything. That means offer ourselves. So for this way, God will accept it. This offering.
Lorsque cela se
Do you see? When this happens on a global scale, two parent words, then the ideal kingdom will have begun. We are engaged in this process. So when that stage comes and the world belongs to him, he will give you lordship and mastery over all things. Until then, you are in a position of sacrifice. What you have, what you are, what you earn is reserved for God and constitutes a sacrifice. So this is it, dear brothers and sisters. So with this image of offering, let us enter in the definition of tithe. What is the meaning of the tithe? What is the tithe? Exactly. So two parents' words. Tithing is a fundamental duty of the chosen children. So this is two parents' words. A fundamental duty of the chosen children.
Si vous êtes élu, alors la dîme devient un devoir.
If you are the chosen people, so the tithe shall be a duty. I go ahead by offering the portion of number one, that is God's number. You make it a condition of having offered the portion of the number 9. So here they are telling us what are we supposed to offer. So 1/10. So 1, which is the number of God. So you are settling the position so that the 9 other will be claimed for God. Therefore, you must think more of this 10th than of the rest. So when you are giving 1/10, you need to say, this is the most precious portion I give it to God. As Abel, you need to choose the best part and give to God. These are the first you are giving to God. I'm giving the first to God. Then the others shall come to me naturally. You see, so to make it better, you cannot make like this pastor, do like the pastor just after receiving the money, isn't it? He stopped and took the money and throw above. So he thought something. What will remain on above will stay for you, God, and what will go down on the ground shall be for me. So this is the selfish position, selfish acts, a way is giving. So that means this person doesn't have a God's heart. So I'll close the bracket. You need to remind that the 1/10 you are giving, if therefore you must think more of this 10th that of the rest. So let us think about something, talking about our tradition. The tithing applies to everything. Two parents says that even in a school, 1 classroom out of 10 should be used as a free classroom for underprivileged children. So 1/10 shall go to the unprivileged children. So from this viewpoint, we are defending the values. That means the tithe is the way to defend the value, to strengthen and to build the heart. I go ahead. At that point, I must dedicate one of my children to heaven, the public mission. If you cannot do that, then you must at least educate a child from another family and dedicate them to heaven. You see, so this is another way to give the tithe. In the life of the church, the tithe is such that 10 families So this part, I want you to be careful, because this is unfortunately the part we are discussing about. So in the life of the church, the tithe is such that 10 families might support a single leader. Without it, they cannot attain heavenly citizenship. 10 people who live nearby must support a heavenly man. So this is the tradition of our church. Furthermore, true father proposed the 3/10 tithe. So we talk about since 1991, but in 2006, two parents come on it again and said something, and two father proposed the 3/10 tithe. That means that every 10 should be allocated to the local church, the country, and the world. So two father spoke of this in Choninguk, is ideal heavenly kingdom of eternal peace, in June 13th, 2006. Two father is saying that all citizens of Choninguk will contribute to the well-being and peace of humanity, not through taxes, but through voluntary contributions. They will set an example by devoting the first 3/10 of their income to the common goods. So I think we have a noise background because we have something. The condition is a church room prayer. So I don't know if this is bothering us. So I was saying that all the citizens of Choninguk will contribute to the well-being and peace of humanity, not through taxes, but through voluntary contribution. They will set an example by devoting the first 3/10 to their income to the common good. This is not an imposed tax. It is a gift that citizens willingly offer to heaven with joyful hearts. So this is what two parents was saying about this matter. So if we are in a measure to understand that, we can understand that it is an honor for members of Unification Church to pay tithe, because we have the opportunity to use God's possessions which Satan can no longer claim. So since originally all things belonged to him, our minimum attitude of presence should be to offer at least 1/10 of all our possessions to God. Through this conditional offering, the remaining 9/10 of our possession, I think the noise is increasing. So from this, through this conditional offering, the remaining 9/10 of our possession become godly. In doing so, our lives, our families, our possessions, the remaining 9/10 are all brought to God. And so let us talk about the types of tithes, because the tithes can be applied to everything, for everything. So there are several types of tithes or donations that must be made by every members of the Unification Church. We have the time tithe. We have the time tithe. So allow me to move a little bit from my place to see if the noise can be reduced. This noise, the noise background, the background is not good today.
Ok, j'espère que là, ça
So
va un peu
I
mieux.
hope that this is better now.
Donc,
So
je disais donc que
I was saying
plusieurs
that
types de teams ou de
there are
dons
several
doivent être effectués
types
par
of
chaque membre
tithes
de
or
l'Église
donation
unification.
that must be made by
La
every
dîme du
members
temps.
of the Unification Church. The
Bien que
time,
la dîme
the
du temps soit
time
souvent
tithe.
considérée comme le
Although
don
the
du temps
time
d'un
tithe
membre
is
pour
often
assister
through
au service
thought of
de prière
as a member's donation
quotidien,
of
à
time
la
to attend
cérémonie de
daily prayer
promesse, au
services,
service
the
oculaire
plates
dominical et à
ceremony,
d'autres
Sunday
services
service,
réguliers
and
organisés
any
par le
other
centre
services
ou le
or meeting
département de
organized
l'Église.
by the church
Elle est
center of
plus
department.
bénéfique pour
It
le
is
membre
more
que
beneficial
pour
to
notre
the
Père
member
céleste.
than to our Heavenly
Dieu n'attend
Father.
pas seulement une
God
dîme
does
à
not
10%
expect
du
a mere
temps.
10%
Il attend un don
type
minimum
of
de
time.
3
He
dixièmes de notre
expects
temps.
a minimum
3
donation
dixièmes
of
de
3
notre temps
tenths of our
comme
time
engagement à
as a
accomplir sa volonté.
commitment to fulfilling His will.
Selon
According
l'enseignement de
according
Vieux-Père,
to two
bien
parents,
que la dîme monétaire
two
soit
fathers teaching,
importante,
while monetary
donner la dîme
tithing
de
is
notre temps est
important,
essentiel pour
tithing
partager,
our time is
n'est-ce pas,
essential to
notre vie
sharing
avec
our
Dieu.
lives with God.
Les membres qui ont des missions
Members
liées
will
à
have
l'Église
church-related
peuvent considérer
assignments,
leur
can
mission
consider
comme
the
une dîme.
assignment as a time tithe.
Les membres de l'Église locale et
Local church
leurs contacts
members and
peuvent
their
également
contacts can
donner
also
la dîme de leur
tithe
temps
their
et
time
contribuer financièrement
and contribute financially, isn't it?
Alors, la
So
durée de ce temps doit être
the length
discutée
of
avec
this
le
time
responsable
should be
local
discussed with the
qui peut
local leader
suggérer des projets
who
ou des
can
activités
suggest
auxquels les membres de
projects
l'Église locale
or
peuvent
activities
participer
in which local
et
church members
inviter
can
la personne
participate and
aux réunions
invite the
régulières
individual
du
to
centre.
the center's regular meetings.
Deuxième type de dîme, la dîme
Second
financière.
type,
Qu'un
the
membre
financial type,
reçoive un salaire,
whether
une
a member,
approbation ou un don d'argent de ses
center,
parents, de
house
ses
or
contacts,
home church receive a salary,
église à domicile, il ou
STIP,
elle doit
or
donner
a
au moins
monetary
un
donation from
dixième
parents,
du
home church,
montant net de
contact,
l'église.
etc. They must give
voilà,
at least 1/10 of
un
the
dixième.
net
Montant
amount
net, c'est bien
to
précis,
the
du montant
church.
net
So
à l'église. Alors, ici,
1/10, it's
j'ouvre encore une petite
precise
parenthèse parce
of the
que
net amount to the church.
un
So here I'm
dixième, c'est le montant
precising
net.
1/10.
Donc,
The
il ne
1/10 are the
s'agit pas
net amount.
d'enlever
So
les dépenses
we are not
de
supposed
ceci,
to remove
dépenses de cela, et après maintenant,
the
faire la
money
dîme. Non.
and
Mais c'est le
then
montant
pay
net,
the tithe.
le
Note,
net que vous avez
we are
reçu.
not supposed to
C'est
do
de
it,
là qu'il
but
faut,
we are going
n'est-ce
to
pas,
give the
prélever
net
le
amount.
dixième.
So from this net
Alors, il y a
amount, we are
ceux-là
going
qui
to
vont
take
prendre, ils
the
vont d'abord chercher
1/10.
à enlever
So most of
les
people
facturations
are
des
going to
factures,
remove
l'argent du transport, l'argent.
money,
Et ce qui va
transportation
rester, c'est là
fees,
maintenant,
uh,
on enlève la dîme. Alors là, c'est
and what we
une
remind
erreur
at that time we
grave
are
dans le
removing the
domaine.
tithe. So this is
La dîme doit être
a
prélevée
dangerous
du
error we
montant
are
net,
committed.
n'est-ce
So
pas,
the tithe shall
pour
be
donc notre don
removed,
à
taken
l'Église.
from the net amount
Ensuite, nous
to the
avons par
church.
exemple
So then we have, for
les dons
instance,
spéciaux,
the
les dons
special
de
gift,
gratitude.
the
Tous
gratitude.
les membres de l'Église et toutes les
So
familles bénies
all
sont
church members
encouragés
and blessed
à faire
families
des
are
dons spéciaux à
encouraged to make
chaque jour
special
saint
gifts
majeur.
on each
En
major
adoptant une telle
holiday.
attitude
By
et un tel style
adopting
de
this
vie,
attitude and
chacun peut
lifestyle,
approfondir sa
each
relation de
person
cœur
can
avec le Parent
deepen
céleste
their
et les vrais parents.
heartfelt relationship with heavenly parents
Ainsi,
and
il est
true
important de
parents.
comprendre que
Therefore, it is important to understand
lorsqu'on
that whether or not one attend
assiste
the
ou non
main,
à la célébration
whether or not
principale du jour
one
saint avec
attends
les vrais
the
parents,
main holy
il est
day
toujours
celebration with two
souhaitable de
parents
faire un
or
don.
their representative, it is
Vous voyez, donc,
always
souvent on attend
advisable
d'être
to make
là
a gift.
pour pouvoir faire. Non.
So most
Même
of
que
the time
j'ai pris part
us to be
à
present
l'église
before
ou pas,
giving this
je
gift.
veux donc
So
avoir cultivé cette
if you are there
culture
or
de
not, you
faire
need to
également le don spécial.
give this donation even if you are
Nous
not there.
offrons
So we generously
nos dons
offer, we
en signe de
generously
gratitude. Ceci
offer
signifie
our
gratitude.
donations as a
Donc nous offrons
token of
généreusement nos
gratitude
dons en signe de
for the
gratitude
blessing received,
pour les grâces reçues à de
for the
nombreuses
blessings
occasions
on many occasions, such as the birth of a child, entering school, graduating, security, securing a job, healing from illness, marriage blessing, and so on and so on. So the amount of donation is a personal decision. So the amount of donation is a personal decision. We emphasize this. However, it is recommended to offer a month of significant providential values. For instance, to offer something like with the number 7, 24, 12, 21, 40. So these are the numbers you are supposed to use while we are doing this kind of thing. So the most important element is the heart with which the offering is made. So this is the most important element. So from there, I can say that we need to understand the tithe. You see, so this is the gratitude thing. So can you imagine just wake up for the morning after 5 hours, you woke up, you are breathing, you are seeing the sun rising. So you need to be grateful to the heavenly parents. Then for the morning, you are doing your activities, and the evening you are coming back home. So for this one, you need to say also thank you, heavenly parent, for people who are making the daily activities come back. For instance, so I can say people who can have money, like additional money you can have with your different activity. So you can give the 1/10 of what you collected is the way to say thank you. To say that the tithe can be a gratitude sign according to what I'm receiving, according to what I receive since the day, since the week. I can say thank you. So if we are taking the tithe as the gratitude sign, and I become one with the offering, so this way that shall be easier for me to give and to support this tithe. So let us try, let us learn to say thank you. Let us learn to say thank you for what we receive. For this way, for this manner, the heavenly parents will bring the abundant blessing on us. So dear brothers and sisters, so I want to stop from there and also give you the opportunity to digest what I said. So to summarize, the tithe is a way to say thank you to the heavenly parent for everything he made for us. So for this message, with this spirit, we need to understand we are not supposed to say where the tithe is going to, where the tithe is going. So even from the Bible, this is clear. What the left hand is giving, the right hand is not supposed to know. To say that if I'm really conscious that this tithe I'm giving is for the restoration and the restoration of the relationship with the heavenly parents and I, for this way I'm not supposed to ask question from where the tithe is going. So symbolically, this basically this tithe is the representation of God. So we need to trust ourselves. We need to know that what I'm giving is my thankful sign, gratefulness attitude for what the Heavenly Parents made for me. From this viewpoint, I'm giving everything without knowing what I'm giving to the leaders as tithe is going. So I'm going to stop there. So we have too many noise from my side. Thank you once again for listening to me. I'm going to stop there. Thank you so much.
Désolé, vraiment, il y a trop de bruit autour.
Sorry, truly we have too many noise behind.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much, Reverend.
Votre message était très profond.
Truly, your message was so deep. We learned a lot through these words, and we hope that Blessed Central Family there. So this is. So I'm going to change my side. So we want to thank you once again for what you bring today. So we are so glad to receive this word. So now, dear Blessed Central Family, so the floor is open. If you have question, preoccupation, according to the message we have just received, we are the question and answer step. You can answer your you can ask your question. The Reverend is there, is going to give you an answer. So thank you so much. We think that we hope that we are going to have the technical approval to pick up every single move. All people who want to ask questions. So good evening, dear leaders.
Alors, les micros sont ouverts. Celui qui veut poser une question peut ouvrir son micro.
So basically, everyone can open his microphone. So you are free to open your own microphone if you want to say something. The floor is open. So most of camera are closed, or maybe you can put your hands up.
Apparemment, il n'y a pas de question.
So we don't have a question, or maybe we are waiting for the first one, and then we shall have many questions.
Ok, Papa Benjamin Kwasi.
Okay, Father Benjamin Kwasi, you can open your microphone. So am I audible? So
saluer le sous-directeur continental et aussi tous les leaders, les familles.
My director, the Vice Continental Director, and mostly the Blessed Central Family connected. So the lecturer talk about the tithe when we have a salary. So maybe when we are receiving. So I want him to emphasize on something else. All those who are making activities. So I can understand that this is not the amount you receive or the benefits they receive. So they are going to pay this type from there. So I don't know. I want him to explain a little bit about this matter. Thank you. So I don't know if they understood my question. So thank you for your question. I hope you receive. So you have the floor. Thank you.
C'est pas une question en tant que telle que je
So this is not a question. So it was
Oui,
like a contribution.
c'est vrai, nous avons parlé
So
de ceux
this
qui
is
ont un
true.
salaire.
We talk
Pour
about
répondre à la question de mon frère,
those
je
who
vais
have a
prendre un
salary.
exemple. Je
To
vois
give
qu'il y a beaucoup
answer
de
to
frères et
this
sœurs de Burkina
question,
Faso qui sont
I'm going to
connectés.
take an
Je vais
example.
prendre un exemple.
I think we have many of
C'est
brother
passé
from
au
Burkina
Burkina Faso
Faso
avec
connected. I'm
notre
going to
Messie
take
national
example
coréen
from Burkina
à
Faso
l'époque.
with our Korean
Et
national messiah
vous savez, au
for
Burkina
that
Faso,
time. You know,
ce qui
in
est des
Burkina
membres,
Faso,
si on dit les membres qui ont un salaire
for the
par mois,
members,
on peut
if we say members
on
will
peut
have a
sur une main, on peut les
salary,
compter.
monthly
On n'est
salary,
même
we
pas
can count
rempli.
them on
Donc, c'est
the
pour dire que peut-être on a
one
deux ou trois
hand,
ou
we
quatre
can count
qui
them
ont un
one
salaire
finger, at least
à la fin du mois.
4 or
Tout le reste,
3 have a salary at
bon,
the
c'est
end
des
of the month.
fundraisers, disons ça comme
So
ça.
the
C'est des gens
others
qui
are
font le business, ils font
making
les chiffres
fundraising.
d'affaires par-ci.
People are making
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il
fundraising
a donné
business.
comme conseil?
So what he gave as
Pour pouvoir
advice,
faire la dîme,
so
il leur a simplement demandé
to make the
à chacun
tithe
d'avoir une caisse, une
is
enveloppe, ou en tout
definitely
cas une
told
boîte.
him to have a
Et
box
quand il
or envelope,
revenait
at
aux
least a box.
activités, le soir,
When they
alors,
come back
si
at
c'est
home
un
evening,
fundraiser, il
if
enlève,
he's a
vous avez appelé chiffre d'affaires, il enlève ce que nous
businessman,
appelons le prix
so
des produits.
he will remove,
Une
he
fois
will
le prix des
take the
produits mis de côté, ce qui reste,
project
là, il
price.
enlève la dîme
Once
là
they remove the
et
project
il met dans la
price,
caisse.
he will take
Donc, c'est pour dire quoi? C'est pour dire que
the
bon,
tithe and
vous
put in
avez
the
appelé ça
box.
chiffre
So what's the
d'affaires, mais
meaning
moi,
of
je ne
that?
connais pas les termes
So
techniques. C'est pourquoi je
I
dis que
don't know the
les termes
technical
alors, donc,
words.
c'est dire que, bien sûr, si
So
vous menez des activités qui font
if
rentrer
you
l'argent
are
quotidiennement, si
having
c'est un business,
activity
vous
with
n'allez pas
money, if
prendre
it's a
le tout.
business,
Non.
you
Mais
are
vous
not
savez
supposed
que
to.
vous avez dû investir un
They
temps pour
call about,
avoir
they
le
talk about
matériel
turnover.
pour faire
So
l'activité dans la journée. Hein? Alors donc, vous faites cette
so
part-là et vous
you
calculez
are
maintenant le dixième sur ça.
making this part and you calculate the
Alors,
10th.
mais je vous assure que
So
comme expérience, hein, cette
as
expérience
experience,
a très bien marché.
so
Je
this
vois
work
Papa,
a lot.
Papa Libo qui est là
I
connecté.
can see Papa
Et
Libo
certains
connected,
frères qui avaient été
with
aussi
several
cette ligne-là,
family
qui
on this
respectaient ça.
line.
Mais je vous
They
assure que c'est des
respect
gens, ils n'ont jamais
this
manqué.
line.
En tout cas,
I want to tell you they
leur
never miss
application, excusez-moi l'expression,
their daily
c'est-à-dire le
their
respect de
daily
la dîme, le respect de la dîme
food.
au
So
quotidien pour ceux qui mènent des activités quotidiennement, qui font des activités quotidiennement. C'est-à-dire quand vous le faites, jamais au grand
if you
jamais vous allez
respect
manquer
the tithe,
en tout cas de
never
rentrer.
you will
Quand vous allez sortir,
lack.
vous
You
savez
will
que
be
vous aurez
lack of
des
money.
entrées.
So anytime when you
Absolument.
will go out, you will
Donc,
have
c'est pour
entrance of
encourager,
money.
en répondant à la question, encourager nos frères et sœurs
Obviously,
qui
so
font des
by
activités
giving answer, I want to
business
encourage
qui font
brother and
rentrer
sister
quotidiennement,
who are
de
making
faire cette
business.
part-là et vous allez voir que votre
You
business
need to
va
make
connaître
this
un
one
boom.
so that
Ok?
your business will increase, will
Donc,
be developed.
mon frère, c'est pour
So
dire que
my
oui,
brothers
c'est
in
sûr.
saying
Donc,
by saying that
après le capital enlevé, c'est sûr. Donc,
just
ce qui
after
reste,
the
on appelle ça chiffre d'affaires.
so is it a turnover?
Ok, d'accord. Ok, donc c'est sur le
So
bénéfice.
benefits
On fait
on the benefits
de la
we
dîme.
are
Merci beaucoup
taking
pour la question.
the tithe. Thank you so much for the question.
Ok, merci révérend. Nous avons Wansung Mapong qui a
So
levé
we
la main.
have one soon who puts his hand up. So you have the floor.
Ok, merci beaucoup. Je
Okay,
d'abord
thank you so
remercier
much.
au révérend
Uh,
Danwere pour la
Thank you so
présentation.
much, Reverend Sudanwe, for his
Ma question, elle
presentation.
est un
So
peu
my
similaire à
question is a
celle
little bit
de
as
Papa Benjamin, je crois, mais elle est
Father
un peu plus, je
Benjamin, I
dirais,
think,
pratique.
but is a little bit
Bien sûr, on enlève la
practice.
dîme dans le
So
revenu, mais dans
yes,
le cas d'une
obviously we are
personne qui
removing the tithe from
bénéficie
the
d'une
uh,
subvention, ou mieux, qui prend un crédit à la banque,
salary. Let
par
us take an
exemple, pour
example
les
of somebody
voyages
who are
ou obtenir un
receiving a
crédit,
subvention
disons vers les
support,
collègues.
or maybe taking
Je
money
pense
from
que je
the
peux commencer
bank.
avec, mais
At least
naturellement,
I
je ne
think
vais
an
pas de
example
conscience tranquille
$20,000. I can
de
start with
commencer
it,
ou de
but
lancer
I
l'affaire
shall
avec
not
cet
be
argent tant que je n'ai pas
uh,
enlevé la part de Dieu. Mais de notre
happy
part aussi, je sais que
if I
c'est
want
un
to
prêt,
make
ce
it
n'est pas
without
mon argent
giving
direct.
the portion of God.
Donc, à ce moment-là,
In
comment je
other
peux
way, I
faire
can understand this is not my direct amount. So what shall I
Oui.
uh,
Alors,
pay my tithe
les vrais
at
parents
this
disent
position?
aussi que
So
toute
true parents
entrée,
are saying that
toute
every
entrée
money
doit donc être,
come upcoming or
je ne
money.
peux pas utiliser le mot imposé, mais en tout
So
cas, on va enlever la
I
dîme
don't.
là-dessus.
So we need to
Et
have the
à partir du moment où
remove the tithe.
vous avez pris ça pour
So from the time you had this money for an activity, that means you need to remove the tithe. You need to give. It's like a money you have just received.
Donc, en ce moment-là, prélever la dîme.
So for this time, you need to take the dîme, and the others you will have the activity. So for this way, the activity will work. So this is the answer. So for the time you have received, you don't know how. I don't know what are you supposed to remove as the turnover or benefit. We don't have it. We don't have the price of product benefit. So this is your role. So for this way, you remove the tithe and you start with the other amount, the activity, so that God will claim this activity.
Ok, merci donc, révérend.
Thank you so much, Reverend. We have Justin Yamakova. You can open your microphone.
Bonsoir famille, bonsoir grand.
Well, good evening, family. Good evening, Reverend. You are not audible.
Ok, c'est bon
Am I audible? Yes, sir. This is better. So I have a camera issues. So it's not so well audible. I cannot hear very well what he's saying. Sorry for that.
Au fur et à mesure, votre voix baisse. Pouvez-vous élever la voix, s'il vous plaît?
Please, can you increase your voice, please? Can you speak louder, please?
Le refrain parlait qu'on doit offrir au moins 3/10 du temps.
So the Reverend was saying that we need to offer 3/10 of our time. So I wanted to ask, how shall we be able to offer 3/10 of our time? So this was my preoccupation. Reverend, I don't know. I hope you keep something from this. I think I heard, I understood some part.
Donc, il voulait qu'on évalue.
So he wants us to evaluate the three.
Les 3/10, c'est ça?
The 3/3, the 3/10. So according to the.
Alors, pour ce qui est de la dîme du temps, il faut comprendre une chose.
So according to the time type, we need to understand something. So for the morning, for the day, if you want the numbers, you can try to calculate yourself. For the morning, how long you have to sleep, how long you take to discuss, to eat, to greet people, how long you take to talk to God. You see, if you calculate, you cannot explain directly how long. So what we are supposed to understand is that you need to know that participate to church activities, Sunday worship services, worship, witnessing, all church activities. When you are investing yourself, you are offering your tithe. Because we have people engaged 24/7 hours. That means if we are calling them, they are present. And also, besides, we have people who have their own activity and they cannot be available anytime. So these people, we are encouraging ourselves to make effort to participate to every single church activity. So you see, and not only to participate to Sunday worship service, but participate to all the church activities. Yes, make the witnessing, teach divine principle, and you can make, even if you are working, you are working, you can teach and talk about divine principle to anybody. So that means you need to make effort so that if you have 1 minute, this minute shall be given to God. So we cannot explain, have the numbers. So these are the team. We cannot know properly, say directly about it. So for the financial tithe, it was 3/10. We make the portion. We said 1/10 for the nation, 1/10 for the nation, and 1/10 for the international level. So for the time matters, according to the time, how are you supposed to repart, to make part of this one? So that means you need to know that the important activity in church, you need to participate, every single one of them, and bring results eventually. When we are going to bring results, so you will reach the goal of your offering. So this is a little bit how I can give what I could say about this question.
Ok, merci. Nous allons donc
Okay,
donner la parole
thank
à
you.
Mama Chana
We are
Louise.
going to give the floor to Marachana Luis.
Ok, merci beaucoup pour la
Okay,
parole.
thank
Je
you so much
remercie
for giving me the
également
floor.
le
I thank
révérend
also
Sondawere
Reverend
pour cette
Sudanwere
guidance très
for
profonde.
this guidance,
Mais
deep
j'ai
guidance,
une petite
but I
préoccupation,
have
c'est
a small
justement pour
preoccupation
moi un
just
constat.
for me.
Je constate que, bon,
I
au niveau
noticed
de
that
l'Église de l'Unification,
here from
cette
Unification
tradition de la
Church,
dîme,
this
quand bien même nous
tradition
pouvons
of tithe,
recevoir des guidances
even those we
très
are
profondes
receiving
sur
guidance, deep
l'aspect de la
guidance
dîme en ce qui
on
concerne l'attitude, les,
the attitude
les,
and
comment, les
the aspect of
résultats que nous pouvons
tithe,
trouver, des
the
bénédictions et
results we
autres.
can find, the blessing
Et
and all that thing.
dire qu'on
But
peut avoir cet engouement
saying that
de
we
donner la dîme
want to
régulièrement au niveau
give
de
and we
l'unification
we
est
are
quelque chose
rushing
de
to
très
give
rare.
the
Ça,
tithe
c'est mon
from
constat
Unification
que
Movement
j'ai fait. Parce que, bon, il
is
arrive
not
des fois qu'on ne
usually.
constate pas peut-être auprès des autres frères. Ça peut m'arriver
So
aussi.
sometimes I cannot
Dire
notice from the brothers. It can happen also.
c'est les autres, comment ils offrent envers leur Dieu. Et je me demande pourquoi, au sein de
Sorry, the
notre
connection
Église, on ne
was
peut pas arriver à ce niveau
cut.
où on sent que
So
je dois
I
officiellement
don't
faire une
know
offrande.
why I'm not able to
Y
know
a-t-il
that we
encore
are supposed to give
d'autres
something.
méthodes que nous devrions
Do we
utiliser
have
pour
other
que
methods to
notre
use
foi
so that
envers
our
notre Dieu,
faith
envers les vrais parents, puisse
toward our
arriver au
God and
point
true
où
parents
on doit sentir que nous devons
will
offrir.
give us
Si je le dis,
opportunity
parce
to
que
give, and
il y
so
a
that
quelquefois,
we feel that we are
moi-même,
supposed to give. If I say so,
j'offre, je n'offre pas
sometimes even
correctement.
myself,
Je
even
me
if I
dis que, ben,
don't,
regarde, je
even if
donne.
I offer,
Les
I
chrétiens
don't
donnent,
offer
je donne.
properly. I
Je
can
sens que le
say
pasteur, quand il donne,
this
il donne à la
Christian, you
limite.
so.
Et autour de nous, tu vois des parents, quelquefois,
So
il a les moyens.
beside us, you
Tu
can see
regardes,
parents.
c'est bon.
Sometimes they have money, but they
Je ne
don't
sais
pay
pas
tithe.
qu'est-ce que
They
nous
don't
avons
give
comme
tithe. I
problème
don't know
dans
what we
cette
have as
petite
problems.
doléance.
So it's
Que
like
devons-nous faire pour que nous puissions
a
avoir
small question.
quelque chose
What
concret?
shall we
Si nous
do
arrivons à
to
comprendre
make
la
it
valeur de la
better?
dîme,
I
nous
hope that
serons
if
bénis.
we
La
try to
création viendra
understand the value of
naturellement à
the
nous.
tithe, we shall be blessed,
Aujourd'hui,
and
nous nous plaignons, nous sommes
the
pauvres.
creation shall
Donc,
be
c'est cet aspect.
uh,
Voilà un peu, je demande si
under
nos
our feet.
responsables
So
peuvent trouver le
I
moyen de toucher
asking
notre
just
sensibilité
if
afin
our
que nous
leaders
arrivions à
can
ce point où nous
find a
sentons
way to
réellement que
touch
je peux
our
offrir,
sensitivity so
pas
that
comme
we
une
shall feel
obligation, mais
I'm
un
going to
besoin.
offer not by
Merci.
as an obligation but a duty.
Oui, merci beaucoup pour cette
Yes.
observation.
Thank you so much for this observation.
Ok, merci. Nous allons prendre.
Oui, mais je voudrais quand même accompagner Maman dans cette
So
approche-là en
I
donnant
wanted to
des spécifications.
accompany
Fondamentalement,
Mama to this
pourquoi est-ce qu'il n'y a pas cet
information.
engouement à
So
faire la dîme?
basically, why we don't have this
Ensuite,
rushing,
oui, on remarque
giving
que
this tithe, making
ceux qui
tithe
sont à
on this
côté,
matter.
ils ne donnent
So
pas
we
la
can
dîme,
notice
mais
that
ils sont
people around us are not giving
à
tithe,
l'aise, excusez-moi
but
l'expression.
they are at
Qu'est-ce que
ease.
donc
Sorry
nous
for the
qui sommes là, nous
expression.
faisons quand même quelques
So
efforts. Pourquoi ça ne va pas? Qu'est-ce qui se
why
passe?
we, the one who are
Alors
making
ici,
efforts, why we are not also
il faut que
like
nous
them?
entrions dans la définition même profonde
So
de la dîme, c'est-à-dire ce que nous donnons.
we need to
D'abord, c'est ce
understand the
cœur que
definition
j'ai
of the
signalé.
tithe. So firstly, we
Mais
have
il
the
y a
heart
aussi la
that I
sincérité
notice. We have
dans ce
also
que
the
nous donnons.
sincerity for what
Voyez-vous,
we are giving.
lorsque vous prenez
You
par
see,
exemple
when you are
un monsieur, excusez-moi l'expression,
you are taking
qui par exemple
a man, sorry for the
a un salaire de
expression,
1 million de francs CFA. Je prends le
who
CFA que je connais
has
le
a
mieux.
salary for 1 million of safer. I take the
Alors,
safer
sa
because I
dîme,
know it's better. So
normalement, doit s'élever à
normally,
combien? Je pense,
how
je ne
shall
sais
be the
pas, je ne me
tithe?
trompe pas, ça doit
So
être 100 000 francs CFA.
I think
Comme dîme
that
qui
shall
doit
be
être déposé.
100 safer as tithe you're supposed
Alors,
to
il voit que
give.
si chaque mois il
So
va déposer 100 000 francs
you
CFA
know
dans
that
l'église,
every
dîme,
month he will give
pour lui, c'est une
100
perte.
safer for the church.
Alors
For
il dit,
him,
bon, mais
this
je vais
is
respecter la dîme, je vais
something
faire la
wrong,
dîme.
but
Mais
he
chaque
says, yes, I will
mois, au lieu de
respect
100
the
000
tithe.
francs, je vais donner
So
par exemple
he think it's a
30
loss
000
for
francs
him.
de
So
dîme.
every
Parce que
month,
dans l'église,
instead
en
of
tout cas, il n'y a pas
100
de
safer, I will
personnes qui
give
donnent 30 000 francs de dîme par mois. Quand
30,000.
même,
So
je serai
because in the
parmi les
church,
trois premiers,
nobody
les trois
can
qui donnent
give
la dîme de 30 000 francs.
30,000. So I shall
Alors, au
be
lieu de 100 000
in,
francs, il
in
va donner 30 000 francs. Et il
among
sera
the people who will give
régulier. Chaque mois, il
30,000,
va
and
apporter
he will give regularly.
les 30 000 francs.
Every month he will give the 30,000 safer.
D'après vous
So
ici, vous qui êtes
according
connectés
to
ici,
you,
est-ce qu'il fait la dîme ou il ne
connected
fait pas la dîme?
there,
Je pense qu'il ne
does
fait pas
he
du tout la
give the
dîme.
tithe or
C'est vrai,
he does not
c'est
make the
volontaire.
tithe? So I
Mais
think he's
la,
not give the
la
tithe. This is
tradition dit
volunteer.
il faut donner le
So the
dixième.
traditions tell us we need to give the
Alors, au lieu de
tenth.
donner 100 000, il donne
So instead of
30 000 francs.
giving
Alors,
100,000,
en ce
he
moment-là, vous
gave
savez que la loi même
30,000.
de
So
la
for
dîme
this
a été attaquée.
time,
Excusez-moi l'expression.
the
Et si
the
la,
law of
la
tithe
dîme
has
est
been
attaquée, c'est dire
attacked.
que
Sorry for
les
the expression.
bénéfices
If the
également
law of tithe
ne
have
peuvent
been
pas être.
attacked, that means the
Pour
goals,
autant,
the purpose
pour un
shall
temps,
not be
ce
reached.
monsieur, il
So
va se sentir prospérer parce que bon, il profite
one way,
des
one
70 000
time,
francs qui restent.
only
Alors,
once this one shall
parce
be
que bon,
happy
il prospère.
because he think
Mais en
he's
réalité, non.
earning more
Le
money.
ciel est en train de poser certaines
But in
conditions.
reality, no. The
Peut-être
heaven
qu'il
is
pourra
settling
vivre
many
70 ans
conditions.
dans cette
Maybe
aisance.
he could
Peut-être, je
live
dis bien.
70 years,
Mais il
maybe,
oublie
and
que
say so.
derrière
But
lui, il y a des gens qui
he's
viennent.
forgetting
C'est-à-dire sa
behind
descendance qui
him,
vient. Et ce
people are
qui est
coming. That
intéressant
means
et que nous
descendants.
devons comprendre
So
tous,
what
c'est
we
que
need to
la dîme
understand
étant
is that
spirituelle, ça joue sur la ça peut jouer sur la
because the
descendance.
tithe is spiritual matter, that
Voyez-vous.
can
Donc c'est pourquoi nous devons faire
that
beaucoup,
can be
beaucoup
on the
très attention.
descendants. So that's why so
Si
we
on
need
a
to
dit 10%, c'est 10%.
pay attention. We
Sinon,
need to
ça
be
va jouer.
careful. If we say
Demain, vous allez voir ce monsieur, ses enfants,
10% is
ils sont dans la
10%.
misère.
If we say
On va
10
chercher les causes. On va
is
dire, mais
10,
comment est-ce que c'est
so
arrivé?
we can notice that the children
Le
of this
papa
man
était riche.
can be
Voilà.
in the
On va
misery.
commencer à
We
dire
can
non, les
ask
enfants,
how
ils
this
étaient là, ils bouffaient
happened.
seulement, ils ne cherchaient pas à
We are going
s'épanouir.
to
Non.
say the
Mais
children
peut-être
are
qu'ils ont même étudié, ils ont des diplômes, mais rien. Ils vivent dans la misère.
are not keeping money.
Donc,
Sometimes they can study and
c'est
they
le
have
fondement
diploma,
que
but they are
papa
living
a
in
posé,
misery.
qui
Somehow,
est en train
this
donc de
is
se
the
faire
foundation
ressentir au niveau de
the
la
father
descendance.
settled,
Donc c'est pourquoi
and
nous
this
devons faire attention.
is coming on
Donc
this
si
descendant.
nous acceptons, nous avons compris
So
que
if we
la
are
dîme, c'est vraiment
accepting,
ma relation
if
de
we
cœur avec mes
agree
parents
that
célestes,
the
comment
tithe is
arriver à
the
poser
heart
la
relationship
condition
with the
pour
heavenly
que
parent, how shall
véritablement,
I settle the
véritablement,
condition
la restauration
so
du
that
monde se
truly
fasse
the worldwide restoration shall be made as the word we read. So I need to give the tithe as I'm supposed to do. The 10 for what I'm earning. By making this position, I settling this position to have a guarantee in the future, not only for myself, man, for my children. So we need to have this kind of mentality. So most of others are giving and others are saying you are giving and you don't know where this money is going. So this words can discourage people. So I know I want to open this bracket. So some of people are against the tithe to discourage others. So you need to understand. If you did not understand the meaning, the deep meaning of this tithe, naturally you shall not be able, you shall not know that this is for yourself, for your own well. So the one who understands, who understood, we know that the pastor or others, for the church tradition, our two fathers said we read this scripture. The pastor in the church shall be supported at least by 10 families. So if these 10 families are supporting this pastor, do you think that what will come, where shall it go? To the pastor? No. So to say naturally that we need to know that two parents organize everything so that we will know the tithe is for the public matters. The tithe is a public amount. We are not supposed to misuse it. So the pastor who understand also will be aware and will not be against this word. So I wanted to say something to give answer to Mother. Why people do not give a tithe? So the tithe, as I was saying, the tithe is the gratitude sign. Where we say thank you, we say I say thank you. You see, if for example, the pastor Begre, the BFD, is in his church, and you don't have money, sorry for the term, and you bring a cassava, a basket of cassava to give to this pastor. This is what I had as tithe. The pastor will pray for you. You will go back home, and just after you, we shall see other one will come. Pastor, I didn't eat since 2 days. What the pastor is going to do? The pastor will take the basket of cassava and give to this one, and this one is going to say, thank you, pastor, may God bless you. And this thank you, may God bless you, where this word is going to. So this is for you, the one who gave this cassava basket to this pastor, the one who gave this cassava basket to the pastor. This blessing that the second one gave shall be for you. You see? So it means that this is a cycle. So that's why you don't know, we don't need to say that I don't need to give because I don't have. So we think we don't have, but we have always something that can be money or material things.
Il faut faire la dîme, quelle que soit la nature. En espèces, en nature, il faut toujours faire la dîme. Les bénédictions viendront toujours.
You need to give your tithe, no matter the way.
Il n'a pas dit quoi que ce soit, mais la
So
personne qui va recevoir,
maybe the pastor didn't pray for you, but the one who receives will say thank you, and this thank you shall be a blessing for you. So let us know this one and let us give always the tithe. And we don't need to calculate the purpose of this tithe and the heart you are using to give. So this is the way I can answer to this observation, which is a good observation, Mother. Thank you.
Ok, merci, Révérend.
Okay, thank you, Reverend. So before go further, no, we are going to read some preoccupation from the chat. So Mr. Jean-François Moussika asked the question.
Qui a décidé, on ne sait pour quelle raison, de plus donner la dîme.
So which advice we can give to this member we decide, we don't know the reason why, but he refused to pay the tithe. So we don't have the tithe.
Oui, donc je pense que
refusing pay the tithe if we know it for ourselves. I think the education is important, the formation is important. We need to make others understand. The most simple definition of the tithe is the manifestation of gratitude towards the heavenly parents, just to say thank you. So always we say
alors, la vie que nous recevons, il faut savoir dire merci. Le peu que nous recevons, il faut savoir dire merci.
Thank you. The love we are having, we need to be able to say thank you. Thank you for the little thing we are receiving. We need to be grateful. We are not talking about the quantity or the amount you are giving, but you gave 100. The good heart. For the Bible, we have the same example. I don't want to give more details. The heart, the heart you are using to give is important. It's not the quantity. No. We need to try, we need to learn to give to heavenly parents with a good heart. I think this question or this preoccupation, we need to give only the information that this is a gratitude, gratefulness action. So every morning I wake up in the morning, I need to tell thank you. Thank you, Reverend. So the second question in Mother Rose is asking.
Donc, au lieu de donner la dîme, est-ce qu'on ne peut pas seulement faire une offrande?
So instead of giving the tithe, are we able to make an offering? So I think we already gave answer to this question. So that's mean offering. So we need to know that the physical offering, we need to make it by selecting the best thing to offer. We don't need to do as Africa. People know for the country we have, sorry for the topic, for the country where we have the beggar in the streets, the children, the older people are going for the street, they are begging. Sometimes we used to give the money, the food. The rest of our food we are giving to them. So that means these offerings are not worthy. So the offering and the one who are offering shall be humble. So that means if you are giving the food from yesterday, the rest of your food you gave, that means your heart also has this level. So that means your heart has this level. We need to try to learn to make to give offering. So this is possible. If you don't have money, you can make offering to church, because people can come to church, but maybe they didn't eat. So most of others people need something. You can offer something instead of giving money. So thank you so much, Reverend. Pastor Adelaruna, you will have the floor. Please, for now, you can close your microphone, mute yourself. So I'm going to the chat. We are going for another contribution. Laurent Ladous. We can remind that the life of faith
de ferveur et de
has
dévotion, prière, undoke,
three ways.
etc., pour restaurer la première bénédiction. 2. Les témoignages, l'évangélisation pour restaurer la seconde bénédiction. Et 3. Le fundraising et la dîme pour restaurer la troisième bénédiction. Alors, toutes ces traditions contribuent à notre croissance spirituelle tout en servant le but de
We have the
l'enseignement.
witnessing, the fundraising, and others activities. So we don't need to be as others. We don't need to make comparison between we and others, but we, instead of that, we need to be as our own image that we are seeing in our mirror. So this is his contribution. I don't know if Father Laurent do want to add something else. So otherwise, we are going to go with Mother Fan Bernadette Jiko. You can unmute yourself.
Merci beaucoup.
Oh, thank you so much. Am I audible? Yes, you are. Yes, you are audible.
Moi, c'est beaucoup plus une contribution.
So, for my own, it's like a contribution. I remember 15 years old, 20 years old, our 15 years ago, 20 years ago, our national leader, former national leader, who is Japan, at the end of the year, he was giving a gift or a certificate to the best member or best family who respect
Et je me souviens, j'ai eu
the
des
tithe.
cartes
So I remember I had
le petit
the
déjeuner.
cards
J'ai eu des
from
prix
the
comme ça plusieurs fois
breakfast. I had
à
some
l'église,
prices like
spécialement
that
pendant 5 ans.
many times
Et c'était souvent entre
for 5
€30
years.
pour moi et un autre Tchombo
So
au nom
it
de
was
Munjongi,
for me and other
euh,
Chambo in the name
oui,
of
Papa
Mujongi,
Munjongi.
Father
Donc,
Mujongi.
c'est juste pour
So
dire que
just
avec
say,
la
just telling
différence
that
de ma dîme,
with
moi j'étais dans
my
le système des Nations
tithe
Unies
I used to give
et
and the
ça me fait
system
pratiquement
in
23 ans de
United
travail. Je
Nation,
vous assure
I have
qu'on a changé plus
23
de
years
4 directeurs
in this
généraux
work.
de l'OMS
We changed more than
et
4
4 directeurs,
times for
5 directeurs régionaux
WHO
du bureau régional pour
directors,
l'Afrique
and
et
we
chaque
changed
fois on change
4
de
also
directeur, il y a
in the
une pression
regional
additionnelle. Donc,
office
les
in
gens perdent
Africa.
l'emploi. Donc, quand ils
So
viennent,
many
ils balaient.
people are losing
Quelle que soit ton
the
expertise,
job.
quand ça tombe sur toi, ça tombe
So
sur toi.
no matter
Mais je peux
what
vous
you are
dire
doing,
qu'à cause de ma dîme,
if it's your turn,
j'ai
that shall be your
jamais, je
turn.
dis bien jamais,
So
mon nom
I
n'a
want to
jamais
tell you that
figuré sur la
my
liste
name
de ceux qui vont
I've never
partir
been on
avant
the
toutes les
list,
mêmes négociations. Au contraire, j'ai été
the
toujours
list
dans
of
le
people
comité
who will leave.
de ceux qui doivent
So
plaider pour les autres.
otherwise, I was in the
Donc, c'est
committee,
pour
the
dire
committee
que,
of people who will help others
comme a dit Laurent,
to
ou bien
bring
comme a
them back.
dit
So as Laurent
Révérend
said,
Sue,
or
quand on
as
sait
Reverend
que
Sue
la
said,
dîme,
when we
c'est
know
pour
that
soi-même,
the tithe
on s'y
is
met
for
tellement.
our
Et moi, je
own
suis aussi fière
self,
de dire clairement
we
que
put
tous mes
all
enfants
our
sont
hands
travaillent.
together. So I'm
Tout un
proud
chacun a un
because
travail,
all my children are
donc personne ne
working.
dépend de personne.
They are
Même
working,
celle qui
all
vient
of
de
them,
recevoir la bénédiction, la seconde
even
génération.
the one who
Et
received
tout
the
ça,
blessing,
c'est
the second
l'éducation
generation.
qu'on a
So
donnée.
this
Tout
is
ça,
the
c'est
education we give.
c'est-à-dire
So
c'est
that means
l'information, c'est dire
this
que
is the
quand tu es malade,
information.
ça ne va pas, tu sens que ça ne
When
va pas,
you
tu vas à
are
l'hôpital. Alors, prends
sick, you are
certains
going
ont
to
pris dessus
hospital. So
et offre à l'église et dis à Dieu, en tout cas, je te donne cette
people
dîme,
at
guéris-moi.
church, they are saying to
Et
God,
je pense
for this
qu'en
type,
faisant
heal
ça,
me. So
beaucoup de
I
gens
think
ont
for doing
trouvé
so,
la
many
guérison.
people
Donc, ont des
was healed.
témoignages qu'ils
So
peuvent
we
donner
have
à
a
tout le monde
testimony.
pour le fortifier. Donc, pour moi, sans
So
vouloir caporaliser
for
la
my
parole,
own,
je veux
without
tout simplement dire que
keeping,
je veux tout simplement dire
so
que
I
nous
want to
avons
say that
l'opportunité
without being long, I want to say that we
d'éduquer et de
have the
témoigner,
opportunity
de
to
renforcer la foi
educate,
de ceux qui
to
n'en
witness,
ont pas.
and to
Et
strengthen the
ici, je
faith of
demande que
those who
le
don't have
leader national aussi de son côté
the national
puisse
leader also
créer un
for his
système
side shall create a
de
system
reconnaissance envers ceux
of
qui donnent. Ça va fortifier
acknowledgement,
donc quand la personne
rewards
remarque
all those people who are
parce
giving.
que je me
So
souviens,
that means if
il y
the
a un de
person
nos
know that we don't
leader national aussi,
cite
il
his
me met
name,
la liste de ceux qui ont donné la
call
dîme
his name,
à la
you
fin
will
de
know
l'année.
that he never
Et
gave the tithe.
il sort la liste
So I
de
remember
ceux
somebody
qui ont
also was doing the same thing.
c'est pour dire vraiment, on fait comme ça. Les gens ont besoin que leur nom se figure
So
sur la
people
liste de ceux qui
want
ont
to
donné la
see
dîme.
the
Et
name on the
finalement,
list
on
of
se rend
people who
compte que
give
tout le monde
the
donne
tithe.
beaucoup.
So finally
Donc, il y a
will know that
aussi un travail
everyone
à
give
faire
the
du
tithe.
côté
So we
du
have a work
du
to
leader
do
national.
from the
Et il doit
national leader.
dégager des
Also,
stratégies
he will
d'encouragement
find
qui
a way, he
permettent
shall
à tout le
find a
monde
way
de
to
pouvoir
encourage
mettre la main
people
dans la pâte,
so that
bien que
they
ça
will
reste, c'est pour le
work
développement, parce que le
together,
développement
even if
et
for
l'émergence des familles
their
bénies,
own.
en fait, c'est l'émergence de l'Église.
So
C'est tout ce que
the
je peux dire pour
development of Blessed
conclure.
Central
Je vous
Family,
remercie.
the increasing of the church,
Merci,
development
maman.
of church. This is what I
À
wanted
présent,
to
nous
say.
allons
Thank
donner
you.
la parole à
Thank you,
Papa.
Mother. Now we are going to give the floor to Father Livo.
Bonsoir tout le monde, j'espère que je suis audible.
So good evening, everyone. I hope that I'm
Merci
audible.
beaucoup. C'est juste pour apporter
Thank you. So just to bring my contribution
notre vice-directeur
about
continental nous a donné
what
comme
our
message sur la
Vice
dîme.
Continental Director
En tout cas, la
gave
dîme,
as message on
c'est pour nous-mêmes,
the
comme
tithe.
on a suivi, n'est-ce pas, à travers cette présentation. C'est pour notre
The
vie, c'est
tithe.
pour notre évolution, c'est pour notre protection, c'est pour notre famille et notre descendance. Alors,
So
à un
the
moment,
tithe is for
avec
our
notre
family, our
national coréen,
descendants. So one
la dîme, on
time,
faisait la
our
dîme de
national
10%.
Messiah, Korea
Et
national
un
Messiah,
jour, il
we
est
were
passé à la
doing the
maison
tithe
pour voir
from
moi et mon épouse pour nous
10%.
demander si on
One
pouvait faire la
time
dîme
he
dans les
went
30%.
to our church,
Il a
our
apporté
home, to
une
ask to
caisse.
my
Il
spouse,
avait, n'est-ce pas,
can you do
l'autorisation de
the
la dîme.
type of
Et on a commencé.
3%? He bring
Alors,
a
un jour, j'ai
box.
effectué un voyage à Lomé
So
pour
we
aller
started.
acheter des produits
One
de
day
fundraising.
I went to Lomé
Alors, au
to
retour,
buy
j'ai
fundraising
croisé
products.
un frère,
So
le frère Koueté, qui était en ce
when I
moment-là
was
leader du
coming back,
Niger.
I
Il
met
était avec un chauffeur, il devait
Brother
amener un
Kuti.
véhicule jusqu'au Niger. Alors, j'ai profité
They
avec
were
lui
supposed
pour
to
monter dans ce véhicule-là.
take the car
Alors, en
to
cours de route,
Niger.
c'était la nuit.
So I took the
On
opportunity
arrivait à
to
un
go with
endroit,
them. So
un
it
grand
was
ravin, vraiment
at night.
un endroit très dangereux.
So
Alors, les chauffeurs étaient
there were
imprudents,
a
ils commençaient à causer.
dangerous
Et pourtant, on était
place.
juste face à un tournant
The driver
dangereux.
was discussing,
Alors,
but
quand il s'est
we
rappelé que nous
were
sommes dans un endroit
facing a
dangereux, déjà
dangerous
le véhicule
place.
commençait à rentrer dans
When
le
he
ravin.
remembered that we
Le
were in the
cavalier commençait
dangerous
déjà à rentrer
place,
dans le ravin. Moi,
the
j'ai vu
car
que ça,
started
c'est
to
le voice de
enter
quelqu'un.
in the
Donc, au revoir, les
the
bonnes soirées.
wall.
Alors, par
So I
réflexe,
said,
vraiment, il a braqué à
this is
droite,
a
finalement,
spiritual word
pour
will welcome
sortir, n'est-ce
us.
pas, de ces situations.
So naturally,
Comme ça, j'ai réalisé que c'est
he
grâce à la
drive
dîme que je
out
faisais.
and we
Donc,
move out from this
j'ai réalisé.
situation,
Alors, un
from
jour,
this
mon épouse également,
uh,
dans la circulation,
glunch,
elle était
this
devant un
ravine.
feu
So my
flamboyant.
partner
Alors, il y a un
also
véhicule qui venait derrière qui
for
n'avait
the
pas de frein.
circulation, we were
Il est venu rentrer sur madame.
the
Mais
fire
d'une
display.
façon miraculeuse, c'est comme s'il y a quelqu'un qui a pris madame, le mettre de côté. Même les gens qui étaient à côté, ils ont dit, mais madame, ton Dieu là est très fort.
So
Il travaille sous le véhicule.
so
Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire,
people
n'est-ce pas,
thought
la
that
dîme?
my wife
Également,
was
notre
supposed to
fille,
die
un jour, nous sommes allés
on the
rendre
roads,
visite
but
au frère
fortunately
Mounguerma.
she was
Alors, les enfants sont
saved.
sortis. Parce que leur cour était juste en face d'une grande voie. Il y a un monsieur qui venait en vitesse. Alors, quand les enfants
So
voulaient traverser, donc,
somebody
c'est à cause de ma
came
fille.
rapidly
Alors,
and
quand il
he
s'est arrêté,
hurt
il avait fait
my
60 mètres.
he
Tellement il
shocked
était en vitesse.
my
Pour lui,
my
il a
daughter.
tué quelqu'un.
So he thought
Quand ma
he
fille était
kills
assise
my
sur
daughter.
le goudron,
So
il n'avait
my
rien.
daughter was
Il est venu
sitting
sur
on
son véhicule.
the road.
La glace
Nothing
devant et
happened.
côté
But
droit et
this
gauche plutôt,
man,
c'était cassé.
the
Lui-même
car
était
glass
blessé.
was breaking,
Donc ça, c'est également
broken.
l'effet,
Even
n'est-ce pas, de
himself, he
la
was
dîme. C'est-à-dire quand vous
hurted.
faites
So
la dîme,
this is
c'est votre propre
the
vie
tithe
également protégée. Alors, une fois,
result.
c'était la
When
rentrée
you pay a
scolaire,
tithe, you are protected.
il nous fallait une somme de
One
500 000
day it
francs pour
was
lancer
the
l'enfant à l'école. On n'avait rien ce jour.
school
J'ai
resuming.
regardé
We
madame,
needed to
qu'est-ce qu'on va
have
faire?
500,000
Allons, sortons en fundraising. On a
to
pris le produit de
pay the
fundraising,
school
de
fees.
ginseng
I
extra, tout
said,
ça
let
là.
us go
Et nous sommes
to
sortis.
have the fundraising.
On est
We
allé
have
voir
many things
un
like
des
this thing.
contacts là.
We go
Quand nous
out.
sommes rentrés là-bas, d'abord,
We
ma
met
femme
our
s'est
contact.
présentée. Elle dit, ah, moi, je
Firstly,
n'ai pas le temps. Moi, je vais sortir
madam
vraiment
went to
revenir un
to
autre
see.
jour.
The
Alors,
one
elle était
said,
très
I don't
désagréable
have
aujourd'hui là.
time. I will
Donc, en
go
sortant de
back
son bureau, quand il m'a
after.
vu, elle dit, ah,
So by
monsieur là
moving
aussi est là.
from
Ok,
his
venez, venez,
uh,
venez, venez. C'est comme s'il a vu une lumière.
office,
Bah,
said,
venez, venez, venez.
the others
Alors,
also is there. It seems like
on a
we have a light. So we enter in the office, we show the office, and he gave the money 500,000 and gave back this money to pay the school fees of our daughter. So it means that when we are giving the tithe with our heart, your life shall be protected. If you are paying regularly, your life is protected. You will not lack anything. You will not lack everything according to the vital uh, matters. So this is what I could say about this topic. Thank you. Thank you, Father, for this wonderful experience. So now we are going to give the floor to Reverend Taxi Toko.
Merci beaucoup à tous.
So thank you so much, everyone. Mostly the wonderful presentation we have just follow from Reverend, who also the sharing for other people. Thank you so much. I encourage you. So I don't have many things to say because others already said. So I want to make a small comment, a brief comment. So I think
la dîme, c'est un signe d'égoïsme.
If we don't want to give the tithe, that means
Maman Louise, comment les autres prospèrent.
If we don't want to pay the tithe, that means we are
C'est vrai, ça c'est le signe d'égoïsme que nous tous
selfish. So this is a selfishness that most of us, Munis, we are. Even for our side, if somebody is sick, we are not able in measure to help them. So how shall we able to pay the tithe if we don't have the sharing heart to others? I don't want to give the church. I don't want to also educate others. So this is a behavior, a habit we need to remove from our life because we are not following the master. The true Father taught us how shall we give the tithe. What we receive, we need to give to others. But in contrary, we are keeping for ourselves and we are looking people suffering besides. And we have difficulties to pay the tithe. So this is what I wanted to say. A report according to what we said. So this is a selfishness. Everyone, we are selfish. That's why we are watching people like that. So let us change our behavior. So thank you, everyone. This is the end of our question and answer session. So now I'll give you back the floor, Master of Ceremony.
Ah oui, mais Monsieur Adelaouna, depuis un moment, je vous cherche. Mr.
Adelaouna, this long time I was looking for you, but
merci beaucoup.
Thank you. So thank you so much. Everyone, mostly our dear leader who gave us a wonderful lecture. So I close my camera because where I am is a dark place. So this is an important topic we talk about this evening. So allow me to come back on this small measure. So the civilization, according to the Christian, is to attend God through Jesus Christ the Messiah. And our civilization is to attain God through the Messiah. The Messiah show us how to practice the life of faith. And to practice this life of faith, the first thing we need to do is to pay the tithe. And the lecturer said, a practice is a repeating thing that we are supposed to share, to give to the future generation. But if we are not able to practice this tradition, shall we able to share to this future generation? So I wanted to emphasize on these words. That's why many people wouldn't pay the tithe. So our motivation is to attend people. We need to live for the sake of others. So that's why we are going to witness, as the father said, for the Father Ladu said, how to achieve the three great blessings. So I wanted to give my contribution now. When the children are supposed to pay the gym, are they supposed to pay the gym when they will be age or when they will have money, the salary? I think by the secondary school, they're supposed to pay the tithe. So for us is to take this tithe from the source. The money we are giving for the breakfast to our children, we need to take it, the small amount, and at the end of the month, we are going to pay back for them. So we are not supposed to wait until they will get age and they will pay, they will start to tell them. We need to practice in the family so that the children will take a bit of this tradition. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lord.
Donc, je ne sais pas si la MC est là.
So I don't know if the MC is there.
Je suis là.
Ok.
Donc, je laisse 15 derniers de vivre. Merci. Au revoir.
So, dear leaders, yes, bless Central family. Thank you so much. The microphone of the MC is not well. MC, you are not audible. The MC is not audible.
Okay.
It seems like it's the connection issue from our side.
Merci beaucoup les familles qui ont participé à cette
sorry, but the master of ceremony is not well audible. It seems like she has a connection issues. She's not well audible. Thank you so much, Father, for your effort and encouragement. We shall do our best. So now we are going to welcome Father Begre from Burkina Faso. Let us welcome him for the announcement. So I want you to welcome Reverend Begre with a one big round of applause.
Bonsoir, c'est à moi de parler, je ne sais pas. Non?
Des annonces et vous
pardon.
Ah oui, MC, votre micro, je ne sais pas si c'est à mon niveau seulement. Hein? Moi, je n'ai rien compris du tout.
I didn't hear anything.
Ok, encore une fois de plus, bonsoir.
So once again,
bonsoir.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening to our lecturer. I want you to thank him for this wonderful presentation. We understood many things about the tithe. For the announcement, I wanted to say that we have the next conference on the Trinity. We finish the blessing 2025. Many couples who receive the blessing are not being included in the Trinity. We talked to the director to work on it. We needed to make it at least at the end of the month of June. But the next Thursday, that shall be an opportunity for us to give a message, a training on it, a formation, so that each other will be able to make a Trinity before the month of August properly. Thank you so much to everybody. May Heavenly Parents, two parents bless us so that we will practice the tithe and we shall be wealth in the Heavenly Parents Holy Community. Thank you so much, Reverend. Let us welcome him with a big warm round of applause. Thank you, Reverend. So we are going to welcome Reverend Ladus to give a closing remark. Let us welcome him with a big round of applause. Yes, good evening, everyone.
Merci beaucoup pour
Thank you
programme que je suis
for this
tous les
program
mercredis.
that
Très
I
reconnaissant au département
following
de famille
every
bénie
Wednesday.
d'Afrique d'organiser
I'm
ça.
grateful for what you made,
Donc dans notre
Blessed
centre
Family Department in
d'Ambo au
Africa.
Bénin, nous avons
Yeah,
déjà
in
deux
our center
personnes
in
pour
Dongo
la
in
bénédiction
Benin,
2022 et
we
2025.
have
Et je
two
suis tellement
people for
reconnaissant
the
pour l'aide
blessing
du département des
2022,
familles bénies
2025.
ce
I'm
service.
grateful
Vraiment un
for
très beau service.
Blessed Family
À
Department
chaque fois, j'essaye
to
de participer.
organize,
Ce sera toujours
because they
très intéressant.
organize
Alors,
this
merci beaucoup
workshop. I used to
du rapport de ce
participate.
soir.
I
Très inspirant.
think this is so
profond.
important,
Et je
interesting.
vois aussi
Thank you for the
la
lecture of
sincérité des familles
this
qui sont là.
evening.
Alors,
This
je
is
vais aborder un
important. I
sujet
see also the
qui n'est pas facile,
sincerity
qui
of
pose
the
toujours beaucoup de
family.
questions.
We
Donc,
have
j'espère que
a
personne ne s'est senti
a
découragé,
topic so
accusé. Il ne faut surtout
interesting,
pas avoir des
so deep.
sentiments lourds
I
pour
hope
ça.
that nobody
Bien sûr,
was
quand on aborde
accused
ces questions,
with
on est
a
parfois un
feel
petit peu
of
mal à l'aise,
accusation.
mais je pense qu'il faut réagir avec beaucoup de cœur. Hein. Et
So
s'il
we
y
need
a des
to
questions
react
qui
with a
restent, il ne faut
good
pas
heart.
hésiter
If we have
à les
some
poser.
other
Dieu
question,
est un Dieu
don't
d'amour, c'est un parent, il veut guider
hesitate
ses
to
enfants vers
ask. God is a
le monde
God
idéal.
of love.
Donc même si on n'est pas tout à fait
And as
exemplaire, c'est
parents, He wants
vraiment mon
to
cas. Moi,
lead His
je suis très
children
content
for
dans
the
ce mouvement, mais je suis
ideal
un
world.
débutant.
So this is my
Et
case.
il faut vraiment
I'm there
s'encourager
for this
les
movement
uns les
since
autres.
50
Et
years
si
old,
vous sentez
but
que vous
I'm a
avez des
beginner.
cœurs un petit peu lourds
So
ce
we
soir,
need to
il y a
encourage
vraiment
each
des chansons
other.
qui essayez de
So
surmonter ça tout de
please,
suite et
others,
pas
if you
garder
have
des sentiments
difficulties,
lourds, hein, mais de vraiment rebondir, de demander à
overcome
Dieu
it. Don't
de vous
keep in
éclairer.
your heart.
Merci encore et
Give
bon courage.
God to help you. Thank you so much for your courage. Thank you so much. So now we are going to ask Mr. Bunsu if he's wrong to give us the closing prayer. Wansu, are you around?
La qualité du son n'était pas bonne. Nous devons offrir la
The
prière de clôture.
quality of the song is not the quality of the sound is not good. We are
S'il vous
supposed
plaît,
to
joignez-vous en moi dans la prière.
offer the closing prayer. Okay, please
Parents célestes,
let us
Père
pray.
du ciel, de la terre et de toute l'humanité, c'est avec un cœur rempli de joie, de reconnaissance et surtout de gratitude que nous te
So,
offrons au
beloved
niveau
Heavenly
de
Parents,
l'Afrique. On
this
se
is a
réunit à travers cette
grateful
plateforme Zoom
heart
afin
that
que nous puissions
with a
comprendre
grateful heart
comment
we
nous
are gathered
pouvons
here, your
faire la
children from
dîme et que
Africa.
cela soit
We are
accepté.
there to
Parents
understand how
célestes,
shall
il n'est pas
we
seulement
able
question de
to
faire la
give the
dîme,
tithe
mais il
and
faudrait
that
que
shall
nous le
be
fassions dans de
accepted by
meilleures
you.
conditions
So it's not
afin qu'en tant que parents, vous puissiez
it's not only
l'accepter.
to give
Et
the
le fait
tithe,
pour vous
but
de l'accepter, ça vous
we
donne
need to
directement le
be
droit
sure
de
that you will
travailler
accept
et de
this
nous
tithe. And
protéger
if you
et de
accept,
faire en sorte
we
que Satan ne
shall
puisse pas
work
réclamer
and
cette offrande.
we shall be
Depuis la première
protected.
famille, la
We
famille
need to
d'Adam et
make
Ève, nous avons
effort so that
vu
Satan will
comment
not
est-ce que
claim.
Satan a
Since the
envahi,
first
parents
family, the
célestes,
family of
ce
Adam and
qui
Eve,
était
we
donné,
saw
ce qui était
how
censé
Satan
être donné à toi. Mais
invades
comme cela n'était
what
pas fait de la
you
meilleure de
were
manière, parents
supposed to
célestes,
receive.
ceci a
So
créé une
because
brèche, a
they
ouvert une porte
didn't do
pour que Satan puisse envahir.
properly,
Voilà pourquoi, parents
Satan
célestes, permets à
invade.
ce que nous puissions
So that's
aiguiser notre
why, Heavenly
capacité
Parents, we
à
need to
comprendre que nous ne pouvons
shape
pas
our
dissocier les bénédictions.
understanding
La
to
première, la
understand
deuxième
that
et la
we don't
troisième
need to
bénédiction
make
doivent
difference between the
marcher
blessing. The first,
ensemble
the
afin de
second, the third
permettre à ce que
blessing
nous
shall be
puissions
worked
être des êtres qui
together
réellement
so that we shall
établissent,
be
parents
the
célestes, ou accomplissent
human
le but
being
même pour lequel nous avons été créés.
who,
Nous te sommes
who
reconnaissants et
accomplish the
remercions et nous
purpose of the
bénissons, parents
creation. We are
célestes,
so
les
grateful
organisateurs de
because
ce genre de
you
rencontres qui
gave
nous ouvrent
us the
nos esprits
opportunity
et qui
to
nous
be
permettent,
there.
parents
We
célestes, de
want you to
devenir des
bless
personnes
this
je fais grâce pour la
organization
société dans
who
laquelle on vit. Je
decided
permets
to
aussi que
bring,
nous puissions
who
transmettre de cette
decided to
énergie à
settle
ceux qui
this
n'ont pas eu
workshop.
l'opportunité de se rencontrer, de
Please
se
give
joindre à
us the
nous, afin
opportunity
que
to
Parents Célestes,
share
que nous
this
soyons les
energy
messagers de cette
to
bonne
those
parole
who
que
didn't
nous
have
avons
the
reçue de la
opportunity to
part
be
du
present
directeur
here.
continental adjoint.
For
Nous
this
te sommes
word
reconnaissants et
received from
remercions et nous
the
recommandons toute la
Vice
famille centrale bénie
Continental
de
Director,
l'Afrique et du monde entre tes saintes et merveilleuses mains.
we are
J'offre ainsi
giving
ce
you
rapport
all the
en
Blessed Central
servant
family
Olima
from
Dehan. Je prie
Africa
ainsi à mon nom et sur ma bonne
to your
propriété
hands. I
maintenant.
give by this prayer in my name who
Adieu.
attend the Holy Mother and Arjun. Thank you so much for this deep prayer. So, dear Blessed Central family, this is basically we are the end of our workshop. Sorry, the MC is not well audible.
C'est dans de la sienne.
So let us give honor and glory to heavenly parents and true parents. Before, let us greet heavenly parents, true parents. Say, let us give a big honor and gratitude to heavenly parents and true parents. So thank you for your participation to this workshop. Now we are at the stage of family picture. Papa Yovo, you have the floor.
Merci MC, vraiment désolé.
Thank you MC. Truly sorry for the quality, the sound quality of our MC at the end. We didn't hear anything. The quality sound is not good. The MC sound quality. So now we are going to open our camera and show a wonderful smile, and then we are going to make the small art.
Ok. Que ceux qui n'ont pas encore ouvert leur caméra.
For those who are not yet open a camera, hurry up, rush, please hurry up if you want be included in this photo.
Ok. Nous allons terminer avec le cœur.
So we are going to end with the middle art.
Merci, merci infiniment.
Thank you, Lord.
Bonne soirée.
Good evening, everyone. Goodbye.
Merci, merci, merci à
Thank you.
notre MC,
Thank you
à
to
notre
our MC.
technicien, à
Thank you
notre
to our technical
traducteur.
team. Thank you to
Merci à
our
notre conférencier, merci pour la
interpreter.
conférence.
Thank you to
Merci à
our
toute la famille.
lecturer. Thank you to the
Éveil sur
lecturer.
vous.
Thank you for all
Merci,
blessed Central
merci.
family.
Adieu, merci à
God,
tout le monde. Merci, au revoir.
may
Thank you
God
so
keep
much.
you.
See you next
Thank you to
time.
everyone. See you next time.
Merci. Ça dit dans l'eau même, c'est bon.
La grande sœur Chini, merci et bonsoir.
Merci.
Elle est déjà partie. Chini-san, bonsoir. SIG, merci.
Merci.
Tu es partie déjà?
Bonsoir, Maman Louise.
Bonsoir. Oh, bonsoir. Papa Yobo, bonsoir.
Bonsoir, maman.
Bonsoir, maman Louise.
Bonsoir, papa Bertin.
Hmm.
Ça va?
Oui, ça
va,
va et vous?
Ça va?
Oui, tout va bien. Tout va bien.
Papa John, bonsoir.
Ok, au revoir.
Au revoir. John